Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 24 of Direwolf20's Let's Play Enigmatica series, where today I want to check out a new magic mod. Dun 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 dun. What I was saying before we did Occultism is I wanted to check out two new magic mods, Occultism and Eidolon. We pretty much covered most of Occultism at this point, so I think we've seen everything there is to do in there. You know, obviously there's some advanced stuff we didn't get into. Like, I showed you the storage actuator and like the tier 1 storage, but I didn't like get up to tier 4 storage. But I think you guys can imagine in your mind what that would be like. Oh look, there's more storage inventory. Okay, we figured it out. So, today I want to take a look at Eidolon, because it looks pretty neat. I haven't, again, done a whole ton of research around it, but just from looking at the quests, obviously there's a book. It looks like there's some rituals of some form, so we can check those out. There's some magical items that are nifty. There's some magic wands. There's some nifty tools. So, handful of things. And I think some folks in the comments said enchanting is pretty cool. With Eidolon, so we're gonna be checking it out. Sound like a plan? So that's the deal. We're gonna check that out. Now, in order to go along with that, what we will probably want to do is hold on. I'm just putting away my stuff. All that experience. We're gonna need to bump up this insightful crystal storage. Either we're gonna have to create enchant it so it can be more powerful, or we're gonna need another one at some point. But I think we can throw a holding on there and get it pretty beefy. But anyway, to go along with getting into Eidolon, we're going to want the Eidolon book. So, boop. Hello, Akashic Tome. Look at that. Hey, that's cool. That's like slightly different book format. Natural Phenomenon. Monsters, Ores, Pewter, Enchanted Ash. And then there's Rituals. That's pretty neat. Artifice. Bunch of stuff in here. Look at all these things. Theurgy. Looks neat. And then mystical signs, of which there are apparently 5 that I've not yet discovered. All right, cool. So let's get into this mod. So these are the different types of mobs that exist. I think we've ran into these before. So the zombie brutes, they are a little bit tough. Wraiths we've seen, chilled we've seen, that kind of stuff. Ores, this one adds lead, it looks like. Okay, cool. So it looks like one object here is pewter that we can craft. It's lead plus iron. Looks pretty straightforward. Easy peasy. Okay, not too bad. Enchanted ash. Smelting bone meal. Get you enchanted ash. Looks good. So there's rituals, artifice, theurgy, and mystical signs. Let's also look through the quest section here just to kind of get a feel for, you know, what kind of things we can get into. So it looks like those are just like 3 individual paths that we can follow, though some paths lead to others. I'm thinking we start on the left and just move to the right. So check this out. I think this is a change in the pack, but it looks like you want to crush the lead and iron into dust in order to make the blend, and then once you've got the blend, you need to smelt it up. So let's definitely make that happen. So I was trying to craft it like the book shows, and it was like, no, sir. What I could do probably is use my little pal here, right, buddy? I could use you to do this. What if we gave you half a stack? You can do that, right? Man, you are not as fast as I remember. I don't wish to alarm anyone, but it looks like he's tripling ingots to dusts. Am I reading this right? I don't wish to alarm anyone, but it definitely looks like he's tripling ingots to dust. Because I gave him half a stack, and we have well over half a stack already. So that's cool. That's a thing that exists. Alright, we just discovered something a little interesting today, didn't we? Didn't we? Well, I guess we don't need ingots anymore. That's cool. So I'm going to get a bunch of this pewter blend and then cook it up over here. Get her done. Alright, so first things first, get ourselves, I think it was 16 pewter that the quest wanted. That is a quest complete. And then we need 8 pewter inlay, which is just pretty straightforward. That should be cool. I like it. Alright, so with that covered now, that'll get us more pewter blend and some food, which sounds delicious. So Throw that in there. Farmer's Delight. Awesome. Never going to complain about food. Next up, questing-wise. How did we get all the way over here? I couldn't even tell you. So there's a crucible. Wouldn't be magic mod without one of these. And a magic workbench. I thought this was green. Yeah, that definitely is giving me a little bit of a thought. The mod's very much giving me a Thaumcrafty vibe, isn't it? Because you've got rituals, you've got... and like some of the names of things in the book too, like the rituals chapter, the artifice chapter, very Thaumcrafty vibe, right? Theurgy, kind of neat. All right, cool. So crucibles. Let me read this real quick. All right, looks straightforward enough. Very similar to Thaumcraft. The way it works is you place the crucible. It's made with pewter. Over a open flame. So we're going to get some netherrack, and we're going to get a flint and steel. And then you... I think I'll just, use this room for now. No reason not to. Cool. Look at that. Easy peasy. Throw some water in there. You can come back to me, buddy. I don't need you sitting out in the world, losing your stuff. So having it over the flame is the key. You have to put things... Oh, look, it starts bubbling. Nice. All right, cool. Oh, look at that. Cool little smoke steam effects. I like it. And then you have to perform your crafts in specific steps. So that's an important key, apparently. Oh, look at all these things we get from this. All right, cool. So many ingredients are in Eidolon are created in the crucible. So you'll need to get familiar with it. Craft one, fill it with water, place it above a heat source like lava or magma block, and wait for the water to boil. Well, that's cool. You can place it directly above a magma block. That's neat. All right, well, that's spiffy. That'll save us the whole fire bit, right? I like that plan. I definitely like that plan. And then, let's see what it says. You'll notice crucible recipes come in different steps. You'll need to throw all the items in the step, wait for the changed color, and then quickly drop all the items in for the next step until all steps are done. If you're too slow, the water will evaporate, and you'll lose the items you dropped in so far, so be prepared. Some recipes also require you to stir the crucible. You can do that by right-clicking when it's the right time. Sweet. All right, cool. So alchemy practice. Try not to burn the place down, will you? But I want to make this magic workbench first, which looks pretty straightforward and easy to make. We might just need some red carpeting. Not a big deal. So what I'll do is get some wool. I don't have any wool? All right, hold on. Shears. Do I not have any shears? They might be in here. They are. Sweet. Now, do I have that teleporter-y dude? I do. Teleporting through walls is key, folks. It's the way we roll. I 100% need to upgrade this travel staff. I hope there's like a faster cooldown kind of mechanic to the staff, because that would be neat. Carpet. Perfect. And then I want to get some red carpet. Let's get some beets, because I know I have a bunch of those. Okay, magic workbench, good to go. Sweet. All right, quest complete, magic workbench. Most magic items in Eidolon require slightly more advanced crafting than a regular crafting table, so you'll need to upgrade to a magic workbench. It can work just like a normal workbench, but it has 4 additional slots you'll need to use for certain magic recipes. All right, cool. Oh, look at that. That's neat. I like that. I'm really liking the models and the UIs in this mod so far. It's really very, very nice looking mod. I'm digging it for sure. Now let's figure out how to make ourselves, I guess, alchemy practice. We're making arcane gold, lesser soul gems, and a shadow gem. Now we're going to get into actually crafting with magic. So basic alchemy. Arcane gold is done infusing regular gold with a soul shard. You might want to take a look at the rituals quest first if you haven't already. A lesser soul gem also comes from a soul shard, but it's an upgraded form of the latter. You'll need it for slightly more advanced recipes. If you want a more challenging recipe, try crafting the shadow gem too. It'll be used in more powerful advanced recipes. Okay, cool. So we need some rituals to get soul shards, I think. Well, let's just review Eidolon. So we're looking to get arcane gold. which here's the crucible. Step 1, throw redstone, 2 redstone, and a soul shard. Step 2, 2 gold, and then it should spit out arcane gold. Now, I think I got all of these as part of quest components, so I'm going to do this quick craft first and give it a shot, right? Now, what other recipes exist for the crucible? Oh, there's quite a few, actually. Does it tell me when to stir in JEI? How do I know when to stir? I'm not seeing anything jump out saying, hey, now's the time to stir. Oh, wait, is this stirring? That might be stirring. Ah, okay, cool. So stir once, stir twice. Got it. Got it. So this little symbol, I think, means stir. Because all the other things, when you mouse over, tell you what they are. This is not an actual item. So that means stirring, presumably. That's cool. All right. So let's see. We've got this dude. So no stirring involved in this. So I should just drop 1, 2, and then the soul shard, right? And then wait until the color changes, and then 2 gold. And then the 2 gold. What I really like is you don't accidentally pick the items back up. I was standing here expecting the items to show back up, like magnet up into my inventory or something. That doesn't seem to be a problem, which I very, very much appreciate, let me tell you. All right, now in order to make those soul shards that we just used, there is apparently no JEI lookup for it, but rituals will get me going. It's lit, fam. Rituals are a way to create certain items or get certain effects to happen, like turn the day into night. Ooh, I like that. Vice versa, even better. Summon mobs and more. Check the Ars Ecclesia for a complete list. To start out, place a brazier in the center of your setup and then surround it with the number of stone hands. If you will then need to follow the recipe in the book and place items in the middle and on the hands. Cool. Light the brazier with a flint and steel when you're ready. All right, so let's craft the things we're going to need here. So we need 2 stone hands at least, and we'll get 2 more as a quest reward. So let's get the brazier, which needs apparently a thing that I don't have, block of coal. Okay, no worries. We can make that happen. And then 2 stone hands. Need some stone slabs. Cool. Quest complete. Rituals. Get 2 more of those, along with some enchanted ash, which remember is just smelted bone meal. So not a big deal. We can also run it through bulk blasting, so that's neat. So we've got our brazier, we've got 4 stone hands. This looks like it's going to be like an outside-y type ritual. Let's also look through the book here to see what rituals are all about. Where did my Eidolon book go? You know what I did? I know what I did. That's what I did. So rituals. Cool. So the brazier, initiate magic rituals. So it looks like you just put the items on the brazier and the nearby hands and then light it on fire and it'll start working, and then you can extinguish it with an empty hand. So pretty straightforward. Item receptacles are just how to make them and how they work. So I guess these are the different rituals that we can do. So crystallization ritual. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. So bone meal with, I assume, 2 redstone dust. The harvesting of souls from the Anids. Just after the ritual consumes its last component, it will destroy all nearby undead creatures, leaving a few soul shards in their places. That's cool. That's cool. So we totally want it to be nighttime. But luckily there seems to be something to do with nighttime in here. Time rituals. Ritual of day. Ritual of moonlight. A counterpart to the daylight ritual of the moonlight ritual will accelerate time during the day, ceasing once the sun sets. So we need 2 soul shards, a spider eye, and a snowball to activate this ritual, it looks like, and then some black dye. So again, a little bit of cost involved in switching nighttime. Less cost, I think, than the previous mod that we were checking out, but still cost nonetheless. But not the end of the world. What else we got here? Lesser summoning. Okay. Summons an undead mob atop the brazier. Variants of this ritual exist for most weak undead creatures. Well, that's cool. Now, it's only going to summon 1 undead creature, and it uses a soul shard. So, like, you're not going to be able to use this to generate soul shards, right? If you're thinking about it that way. So that's not going to be a thing you can do. From a large range, animals will gradually be drawn towards its epicenter. Well, that's kind of cool. Drives monsters away in a large area. Neat. Now, I wonder what that means. Does it mean, like, if a mob spawns nearby, it will physically push them away? Or is it like a fancy way of saying it'll prevent mob spawns in an area? Ritual of Deceit. I like these little, these patterns here in each of the books. I'm very excited to see what that looks like. Villagers nearby... to more quickly forget transgressions against them. Okay, cool. So if you accidentally attack a villager, it'll be cool about it. Cures those affected with Curse of Undeath. Cure any zombified villagers nearby. And zombie piglins. Neat. And then sanguine items. Okay, cool. This deals wither damage. And it heals the user. That's cool. Sanguine amulet. Stores regenerated health accumulated while the user is at full health and heals the user from the store when they are hurt. 20 hearts worth of living creatures must be present for the ritual to devour. That's cool. So you have to do the ritual. You have to have 20 hearts worth of living creatures, so enough mobs to add up to 20 health, and that'll create this amulet. And then when you eat, the amulet will store extra health, and then when you take damage, it'll heal you. That does sound pretty nifty. That's some, you know, that's a different mechanic. I can't think of any other mod that's done anything like that before. It's really rare these days in modded Minecraft to encounter a mod that does something that I haven't seen before. Like, really rare, right? Usually you see stuff and it's like, yeah, I've seen a mod like that before. That's no big deal. Now, does it tell me where to place these item receptacles? Place one near a brazier, put an item in its palm, and it will become available as an ingredient to rituals nearby. So, in other words, no, it does not. It does not exactly tell me where to put it. Now, I think we saw some rituals costing more than 4 items, but most are about 4 or less. So what I want to do then is be prepared to do this ritual that's going to get me the crystallization stuff, right? So we want to have undead mobs nearby to turn them into soul shards. You can place them on mobs' ground like redstone, and mobs won't be able to walk through them. Wrap them around a group of mobs, and you have a great cage you can use to start your sacrifices. Oh, that's cool. So you can use the arcane ashes to trap mobs. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. So let's be ready to kick off this ritual, right? So the ritual for crystallization is going to be bone meal on the center and 2 redstone dust. Not a big deal. 2 redstone dust, and we'll get half, so that we're like, you know, balanced. Cool. And then I can, like, I'm assuming that I will need to trap mobs in here, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal if I just lure them in, right? So basically we just do this, and then we light the ritual on fire with a flint and steel, and it'll kill the nearby mobs, I assume, and drop the things. So let's wait until it's nighttime, and we'll be right back to check that out. Now, I'm just curious of one thing before I let it get to be nighttime. The book implied that some rituals might run forever, and you want to extinguish it with an empty hand. So is that the case with this? Well, that's cool. Boop. I mean, it's a very cheap ritual, so I wanted to test just to see what it looks like and how it works. So, very simple and straightforward to set up. But I assume that means that that ding is when it would kill any mobs that were nearby. Got it. Okay, cool. Alright, so it's nighttime. So my plan is to round up a bunch of zombies, lure them over to my ritual, and then murderize them. Minnows. Okay, cool. Zombies, where are you? Let's go. It's nighttime. Now, it might not be a bad idea at some point to set up like a mob capture or a mob farm for these, because I don't know how many of these crystal things we're going to want, right? But long story short, it said lure undead mobs over, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to test this out and then get a feel for how it works out. And then once we've got it, you know, the basics down, we'll look at what would be involved in automating this in some way. We can set up like a zombie mob spawner with something like this in the center. I wonder if you can like pipe items into these devices, right? I don't know. You could set up like a clicker, an auto clicker to like, you know, right click with flint and steel. There's things we can do to probably automate this if needed. But step 1, let's lure them into the general area. Let's see how this works. I assume it's not so bad. I like the little thing that renders in the world. That's cool. Sweet, that was awesome. And we got 4 soul shards. All right, not bad at all. I'm gonna repeat that a few more times, get some more soul shards, and then we'll be back. All right, so now I've got 29 soul shards, which looks to be like a good number to start with. That gets me the Sorcerer's Delight. Oh, Bulwark and Holding 5. You know, that's not bad. That's not bad. What can we do with books to like separate the enchants out? I remember there was the disenchanting dude. Oh, there's the disenchantment mycel. Okay. That's neat. Yeah. What mod was that from, by the way? Atum. Okay, sweet. Yeah, we're gonna have to check out Atum at some point, for sure. But anyway, distracted. I'll put this book away. I'm just curious. Like, I would love to be able to just throw that holding on my Insightful Crystal. I don't have any idea what Bulwark does, but we'll get there. So for the quest, that gets me the basics, 16 soul shards created. And then also here, you wanted me to make 16 arcane gold ingots, 8 lesser soul gems, and some shadow gems. So as a reminder, this is 1 soul shard becomes 2 of these. So we're going to want 2, 2, and 1. And I'm going to assume that we can't multiplicatively do this, but maybe we'll test that real quick, because all it's going to cost me is a little bit of redstone and gold. So what we should be able to pull off is something like this. So if we know that arcane gold is 2 and 1, I wonder if I did 4 and 2 and then 4. Is it worth a try? I don't know. Well, maybe. Could be cool. 4 and 2 and then 4. Right? 4 and 2 and then 4. 4 and 2? I definitely like that your player doesn't pick these items up when they're inside the crucible. And then 4? Interesting, but that gave me 2 arcane gold? So it's almost like it gave me the recipe, but it only gave me 2 items, right? Am I wrong about that? Right? Am I right about that, or am I wrong about that? 4 and 2. 4 and 2, and then we're going to put 4 more in. So just double checking here. Yep. 4 and 2. And then when it goes swoosh. Yeah, so definitely don't do this. That's what we're learning. We want to do 2 and 1 and then 2, right? 2 and 1. Wait for it to do the thing, and then 2. Sweet. And that looks good to me. Now the quest wants 16, so I'm going to make the rest off camera, because clearly you have to do this in the right order. Alright, so that's 16 arcane gold made. Now let's look at the other thing we need is going to be some lesser soul gems. It wants me to make 8 of these. So lesser soul gems, I've got on my to-do list here, is 2 redstone, 2 lapis, then 4 soul shards and 2 stirs, then a nether quartz. Okay, so we're going to want to get some lapis, we're going to want we're going to want some quartz, and the stir is done with an empty hand. Okay, so I want the stir to be last. So what I'm going to do is this, 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 and this. So it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2, wait, then 1, stir, stir, then 1. Is that right? Or is it 2? Oh, it's 4. 4 soul shards. 4 soul shards. Okay, so it'll be 2, 2, wait, 4 with 2 stirs, and then 1 quartz. Okay. Okay, so wait till you bubble. So 2 and 2. Wait. Then 4 of these. And then 1, 2, and then 1. Hey, it worked! Sweet. That was pretty cool. I like this crucible thing. It's definitely cool. Very Thaumcrafty vibes, right? Very much, you know, feels familiar, but also super cool. Bueller. One, two, 1, 2. And now it's suddenly not working. What did I do wrong? 1, 2, 1, 2. Did I break the thing? Did I put water in wrong? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter what order you put them in, but I have in the right order anyway. Come on. 1, 2, and then 1. That's kind of, I like it. I do. I like it. Awesome. So I need 2 more of these. I'll do off camera. All right, so this should be 4 lesser soul gems. Booyah! And now the last thing that we need to get is going to be a shadow gem, at least for the quest, right? Or 8 lesser. You want 8? That's a lot. That is a lot of soul gems. That is a lot of soul gems. And some cool stuff you can get. Prestigious palm charm. Okay. Reach distance +4? Well, that's cool. Anyway, things. I have to get more of you, which means I need more bone meal. And I need to make sure my flint and steel is at the ready, because we're going to be doing more murderizing of zombies. Deal? So let me go get that stuff off camera, and we will be right back once I've got it all covered. So this thing is just a little... I'm just not doing this on camera. I guess wraiths probably count as undead, so I guess they would maybe work. And who doesn't want more ender pearls? All right, zombies, look, I'm here. Come get me. Come on, zombies. Come on, spiders. Let's go, everybody. Yep, we're going this way. This is what I do. I just lure them over. And the more you can get in one batch, the better. I think I've done up as many as 5 or 6. So, just lure them back to your base. Okay, come on, smart guy. I know you're a zombie brute, and you're not that smart, but come on, let's go. Oh, look, here's another one coming. Another 2. Yeah, come on, guys. The more the merrier. Zombie brute's like, I don't understand stairs. What's happening? Oh, I haven't slept in 3 days? Really? Is that where I'm at right now in this game? I'm not gonna lie, this episode has been about 4 hours in the making at this point, because I keep getting distracted by real life things, and every time I'm like, I'll be right back, like an hour goes by. What is this happening to me? Is this a wraith thing happening? Do the thing! Kill them all! Huzzah! That's what's up. Oh, that was cool. Oh, that was cool. I don't know what kind of debuff I have. Chilled. The chilled debuff. But I am taking a nap. So it is, of course, bedtime. Or daytime. Not bedtime. Well, A, because I slept through the night, but it was... You could tell it was like morning-ish already. But I need to do more crafting, so we'll be back in a moment. Alright, assuming I did everything correctly, this is my 8th lesser soul gem. Huzzah! Task complete. Now, in addition to that, we want 1 shadow gem. Now, shadow gems are made with coal, gas tears, essence of death, and diamonds. So we're going to need a gas tear and a diamond and a coal in addition to what I have. So coal, gas tear, and a diamond. And then we have to look at how to make essence of death, which is, I already added to my to-do list. Oh, a zombie heart. Is it still beating? It's a good question, because I don't know if I have any. Rotten flesh, 2 bone meal, and a charcoal. Looks like it's very important that that should be charcoal. So, like, let's get some oak wood and charcoal that up. But about the heart. About that heart. Yes, is that a thing that we have? Zombie heart. How does one get one of them? from Eidolon. It doesn't have a recipe. So let's see what the book has to say about this little fancy thing. I mean, the picture of the heart is right here, so it's got to be in the monster sections. Brutes drop rotten flesh, bones, and occasionally zombie hearts. So we have to specifically kill the zombie brutes to get the hearts. Now, luckily, it happens to be nighttime, so I'm going to run around and do the murderizing thing. Let's just see if we can stumble upon a zombie brute. Would be cool. Hello, all the zombies. Cool. Alright, more murderizing to do, obviously, but we'll be back in a minute once... Oh, hello. I get all the things I need. I think I could always just, like, put some... What is going on here? Oh my, he hurts. Alright, once I find a zombie heart, I'll let you guys know. Deal? Deal. Be right back. You know what, actually, it's wrapping up-ish point for the episode, so how about we just wrap up here? I'll do some mob hunting over the course of the night. We'll come back next episode, we'll have the zombie heart, and we'll kind of take it from there. Does that sound like a plan? Because I don't know how rare these are, and it might just be a while. So I'm going to wrap up the episode here. Sounds like a plan to me. Deal? Alright, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, because I certainly did. We'll come back next time, and obviously have a little bit of fun playing more with Eidolon, because so far, very much getting a Thaumcrafty vibe. There's magic wands that we're going to be getting access to. There's a bunch of cool things that I can't wait to see. But we're very much getting, like, our feet wet in this mod. And so far, quite enjoying it. Quite enjoying it. All right, guys, take it easy.